Well, I wish I could give you the tea, but mine's just a little bit tart, and that's why it's called Leah's Lemonade and Lemonade Stand. I'm excited to have this queen at the Lemonade Stand because, in my opinion, she's doing something historic. We're going to get into it, but Kelly Park, welcome to the Lemonade Stand.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. You're beautiful, beautiful.
I appreciate that. Well, listen, I'm so excited because a beautiful Black queen is doing something a part of a historical franchise. Can we get into it?
We can get into it. Let's go.
Okay, so Frasier is making its return. And fun fact, Frasier came out in September of 1993. I was born in November of 1993. So we are on the 30-year cusp of the franchise making its return to Paramount Plus. And you are one of the directors, actually the only female director and Black female director on the project. So talk to me about, being the door being knocked on for you to be a part of this historical franchise.
I mean, first of all, what an honor. I mean, it's won like, how many Emmys has it won? And over what? Almost, right? And almost like 250, episodes? It was incredible. It's an incredible show. Hilarious. I watched Kelsey Grammer come from Cheers all the way to Frasier. So I watched every episode. I loved it. And I related to it. Me, this Black girl from Philly, related to the family dynamic, related to all of the comedy, the self-deprecation, all of it. It was an honor and a joy because I understood what the comedy was. I had that sensibility and I was so prepared and so ready. Multicam is my jam. Yeah. So I was just like, I'm doing this. Let's go.
Absolutely. And, you're the only woman directing this series alongside James Bro and Kelsey Grammer himself. So talk to me about like your perspective, because like you said, you related to the storyline, even as a Black woman watching this project when it initially came out. But talk to me about, as a woman and a Black woman director, now that you're getting your opportunity to direct, how do you vary differently from, the other two directors?
That's a really wonderful, wonderful question. Well, first of all, I am a queen, a Black woman. Okay. And we come with our own, everything that means we come with that, which is a wonderful addition to what was already set before us. So when I come through, I am myself, I am me. I'm always opening doors for other people as well. I leave room for shadowing. But Jimmy Barrows laid the groundwork, and we've watched all of his shows. I mean, they still running. Somewhere in the world, a Jimmy Barrows episode is running. So to have the opportunity to meet him and to sit down with him and talk to him about this iconic show and what he was looking for from a director, I had all of those key points, making sure that, you understood, like I said, what the tone was from the original, how to speak to actors, how to get through that comedy, how to work it out, and then how to shoot it. You know what I mean? So, and how to shoot it with the fun that I have and what I bring.
Yeah, that makes it different. And I love that. And I also think, what a great episode. You had episode 3 and then 6 is coming out tomorrow. So that's your other episode. But even just talking about, I could see, even in the storyline, I related so much to the idea of like a dream deferred, or like what you believe is supposed to be your journey or your path. Can you talk to me a little bit about your own journey with directing and being a Black woman in Hollywood, about your dreams and kind of how this is like a full circle moment for you?
Oh, this is a full circle because, like I said, raised in Philly, single mom. My mother was an actress, and she wanted the best for me. Went to Quaker schools, did the thing. Moved out to LA with my wonderful husband. At the time, our daughter was 5 years old, and we always knew we wanted to do something in the industry. We're like, we're funny people, we're writers. We want to do something. You know what I mean? Like something is out there for us. So at the time, I was working with a wonderful nonprofit, and it just wasn't fulfilling me enough. My husband's like, there's a job opening at the Hollywood Improv. I was like, so? I don't. Right. So that's like a server job. I have benefits. I don't want to give that up. We got a kid, baby. He said, listen, you never know what's going to be there. You never know what door that is. So I went down there, got the gig, gave all that up. And like I said, at the time our daughter was 5 going on 6, she was like, I can do stand-up comedy. You can't wipe yourself. You can't do no stand-up comedy. So we decided to put her up there as one of the youngest comedians, Sid the Kid, and our life kind of just started there. We followed the path. My husband says, we followed the path of the fool. But the path of the fool was right, baby. Okay. We followed it. my daughter went on to act and be in a Nickelodeon show called Instant Mom, which is great, with Shirley Ralph and Tia Mowry, which was beautiful. She was 14. Nickelodeon was like, become an acting coach on set with us. And I was like, what? Does it pay? Do I have benefits? So they were like, yes. So I became an acting coach, and that started my journey. I started working with all these incredible directors and working with incredible actors every day, and kid actors, learning the business. And, you know, time went on. I was getting older, and I was like, you know what? I need to do something else. So my husband was like, you're a director, duh. Asked him if you could direct. So had a Nickelodeon shot I had a shot at Netflix and Alexa and Katie, and I said I'd love to direct, and they were like, "Come on," and I never
Wow.
stopped.
Wow.
So, yes,
I think that's also a testament to a closed mouth don't get fed. You know what I mean? Like,
yes, baby.
being in the space, being when operation meets preparation, and then also, you know what I mean, making sure that you're speaking up. And I think that's something that, you know, people of color can take behind the scenes. I think oftentimes we're kind of conditioned to stay quiet, put your head
Yes,
and be happy to be in the room. But sometimes speaking up can really be life changing. So I'm glad that that was something that, you know, interwove itself in your career. Now, let's talk about the project because, you know, obviously with this taking place 30 years ago, the comedy, the style of comedy, the jokes, the sensitivity, things are a lot different, or you could say things a lot differently 30 years ago than you can now. So talk to me about kind of some of the balance to obviously pay ode to the Frasier that we loved that came out 30 years ago, but also to make it something that is tangible in 2023.
I mean, what was cool about these writers, Joe and Chris, man, they nailed it perfectly because they brought all of what Frasier was in terms of all of his Frasier-isms and his sometimes ignorant view of the world, which is kind of endearing, and his self-deprecation. So they brought all of that, but they put him in this setting of this new world. So we got all this stuff happening. He's
Yeah.
now around people of color. He's now around, you know what I mean? So, and he's still the same, trying to figure it out. And that's what I love about him. He's in his third act, and he's still trying to figure things out and educate himself and become a better person. And that's what I love about it. So they kept that whole tone. It's the same tone. And these actors around him, they're brilliant. They're brilliant because even in their silence sometimes, even just the way they look and the way they react, it's just absolutely perfect. And it lends to what you found 30 years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's, you know, you can definitely see it when you watch. I don't want to spoil too much, but also let people know more information. Obviously, Frasier comes out every Thursday, and you can see it on Paramount Plus. But your next episode is actually coming out tomorrow. So can you give us a little hint about what that's about, if you can?
Okay,
No spoilers.
it's called no spoilers, but it's called Blind Date, and it's all about Frasier trying to kick it again in the ladies scene. It's hilarious. I directed a 22-page scene, and it is phenomenal, guys. It's hilarious, fast paced. It's a farce. Y'all gonna love it. Love it.
Okay. Well, we're loving what we're seeing so far. Kelly, thank you so much for joining me, and let people know where they can follow you or keep up with you and your career and what you got going on next.
Follow me on Instagram at Kelp, at KELP 1031. I got a whole slew of things coming up next. I'm executive producing things. I got some films. I got some horror comedies. Check me out.
Okay, now listen, I love to hear it. Well, congratulations, my sister, on this project. Many blessings to you, and keep up the great work. I love your story, and thank you for joining me today.
Leah, you're so beautiful and wonderful. And congratulations on all your success, and keep rolling with your lemonade, boo.
I will. Okay, I love that. Well, lemonade stand, grab a cup, throw it back, and sip on all of that.
Yes.